What's up, YouTube? It is Zeta TCG here, and we are here for the main event finals. This is about to be the deciding factor on who is our world champion. Unfortunately, it will be no one from the United States. My dog thinks he has to get up and lay down, and he needs to shake off as well. So let me tell you guys a little bit about the main event final. I only know one person who is playing in the final because I saw his semifinal earlier today, and his name is Galileo. I do not know what country he is representing. I don't know what flag is that country of his. I do know that it is. It's probably most likely in Central America. Because as you can see here in chat, there's a lot of Spanish speakers. But Galileo is running Necros, and his opponent, I do not know who it is. I cannot wait to find out. But I'm going to let you guys listen to the commentary here for a little bit until the duel starts.
Years and years after the Institutional World Championship, I believe this is the 12th, 13th? Since 2003. This is the first time that there could be a two-time world champion. It'll be exciting to see if it happens.
Right, we'll head to the table.
Okay, his opponent is Yusuke. They need to turn on the light.
For the grand final. Yes, Galileo's Necros deck, and I call it the post-side Necros deck, because he's main decking all the cards that you normally think of seeing in the side deck. He's got the Fire Hands and Ice Hands, he's got the Royal Decrees, he's got all three Ghost Ogre and Snow Rabbits in his main deck. Just a pile of different cards that you would normally find in the side deck, but given
they need to turn on the lights.
Specific nature of the format that they're playing in, they suddenly become good main deck cards. A lot of them are very good against Tether Knights.
And best people off guard.
They need to turn on the lights. What the flying fuck are they doing? Thinking that we're gonna watch a duel in the dark. Turn on the lights. You forgot the important thing.
Yeah, it was actually a very big chance. If people had actually shown up in force,
shit,
with
man.
a lot of the fort decks and the other really fast decks, there's a very good chance he could have been blown out of the water before getting a chance.
I don't give a shit. If I did spell D all the way.
Fire and ice hands.
Alright, there we go. Okay, much better. Okay, they're gonna flip a coin to decide who goes first.
Run into a lot of Teller Knights, and Royal Decrees have been putting in a lot of work, as we saw earlier today. Chase Cunningham.
Just for the sake of being here in I guess a neighboring country, if you want to call it, we will pull for Galileo. Also, I do want to pull for Necros too, because I want Necros to get hit in September.
Help him get rid of it. So theoretically, it's even odds.
I'm very tired of Necros being the main deck, the main meta deck.
Draw acceleration and Necros of Valkyries to help him get to it, like we saw in Akira's match against Chase.
So we're just waiting to see who will be going first.
I believe from hearing the announcers, Hayama is running Satellars. That's Thunder King, is it not? Oh shit. That first turn Thunder King, man.
Is like poison to Galileo's deck. Now, if he had a Fire Hand, that'd be pretty darn good.
Doesn't seem so.
Runs a 3-2 split of Ice Hand to Fire Hand. Sets 3 cards face down.
Passes.
Satellite Urukai joins Thunder King this time
I'm gonna
Torrential
summon
Tribute is the one non-Royal Decree trap in Galileo's
and
deck.
Torrential.
He's got it. Shinsuke's highly aggressive play is met with a wipe. And that unlocks Galileo's search cards.
He has turned on the Altaos that he'll be drawing first, but now he's got the Nerf in the graveyard as well.
And now what Shinsuke needs is a little bit of defense. See if he's allowed to play any.
Oh, Soul Charge. Wow.
Shinsuke Yama soul
Let's
charges
see if
for
he has
free,
a
will drop
reply.
him to 5,000, but now he knows that Torrential is gone. That's going to get him a denim effect. He's already used Unokalai, so he won't get that. But
And he's going to go ahead and
it puts
pay the
Thunder King
3,000
back
to.
on the field. He'll have to skip his battle phase this time. He tries to activate Unokalai again, but cannot. He can, however,
Wow.
activate denim.
So that torrential gone to nothing
No, he cannot activate denim. That's
for
right.
Galileo. Galileo needs to get into his
But having
ritual
that
spells and ritual monsters.
more important
If he has Manju or Senju
Yeah,
in
the crazy
hand,
thing is, like, Thunder King is
which
so
I do not
one-sided,
know,
so
now
often
would be
you
the
almost
time
forget that
to
it stops each player,
start
too.
that off.
Yeah, you know. Here we go.
Telemite Ptolemaeus comes down. That's going to be a pain. Galileo's side.
What has Galileo got? Do you think he's... Well, he's used the trump quickly, so he's still put them in. Could actually get him out of this.
He'd have to, he could always summon one of his smaller non-ritual Necros effect monsters. He plays Great Sorcerer. I think Great Sorcerer is big enough. And he's Ghost Ogre and Snow Rabbit takes out the Ptolemaeus in the end phase. I can't remember the attack of Great Sorcerer offhand.
15 minutes.
So Great Sorcerer and Decisive Arm would do it. Also, just a ritual summon.
So he
If he happens
just
to have the
ditched
card, make one
Ghost
instant,
Ogre
pass the Thunder King that way.
to get rid
And,
of
of course,
Ptolemaeus.
his Ice Hand would be incredibly good right now. He would Ice Hand away the face down card and then Fire Hand away the Thunder King.
Yeah, and then get the last hand to get through right attack. Royal Decree.
Of course, he has the Royal Decree in the end phase. That's going to keep that card locked down for Shinsuke.
And there's that
Wow,
Yeah,
wow. Is he gonna crash into the Thunder King?
And he activates.
He's gonna chain the
This is
NST
based
to
on
the
in
effect of.
response. Oh, absolutely brutal. Response to the attack, that means the Royal Decree goes down, there's no target for Ice Hand, so the effect cannot be activated at all. In case you're wondering how Ice Hand and Fire Hand work, they need to target something, destroy it, and then you special summon the monster. The other hand. No target, activate at all.
Wow, that was a great out for Hayama.
Something into that, and your Royal Decree is horrendous.
So Galileo gets up to next. Thunder King still locking down all searches. Shinsuke decides to press
And
for damage,
honest.
but he knows that the torrential is gone.
That's quite cheeky. He's revealing that information, and he does have the right monster as well, to be honest. So he just finds the honest back to his hand. And he
Yeah,
just shows his
and
opponent. That Thunder King
main
works.
phase 2, he
Totally
can
not
bounce
going
back the
down.
honest to his hand.
Returns Honest to his hand. A lot of people forget Honest has that ability. That makes it particularly good if you're running a large suite of Call of the Haunted and Oases, as Shinsuke is.
And it guarantees that you win any battle that you're involving yourself in, especially when you've got key monsters like this Thunder King line.
Galileo needs to get something going here.
Just keep it play.
If that's a set Royal Decree, I'd flip it face up.
Galileo takes plenty of time to think about it. Checks the number of cards in hand. Shinsuke's got 3 and a Thunder King.
Fire hand.
Summons Fire Hand.
He's
That'll
gonna
help.
crash into it.
I'll even at the honest in hand. So there's only 2 bits of unknown information in Shinsuke's hand.
He's gonna crash into the Thunder King, destroy it.
Does not activate the Honest. Damage isn't quite that important. And Fire Hand destroys Thunder King. Then Galileo summons Ice Hand.
Galileo might have been able to get himself out of the corner and put together a string of plays here.
He's only got 2 other cards in his hand, so I'm wondering how much of a Necros strategy he can actually play with those.
He hasn't actually
That
got a
first
mirror.
turn Thunder King though really stopped
There are no
Galileo.
ritual spells. We haven't seen any ritual monsters or their effects. Those last 2 cards are indeed a mystery.
Ice hands? 3 copies of ice hands.
3 ice, 2 fire. So he should have 1 ice hand left. unless it's in his hand.
There's a second.
Is the ice? Oh, sorry, I had that backwards again. He should have 2 left in the deck. Now 1. Unless they were both of the cards in his hand, which would be really unfortunate.
Yeah, that would have been way better.
Galileo gets another 1,400 points in, courtesy of Ice Hand, and then sets another card.
Galileo has put
Those
himself
could
in
be
a good
visual
position
spells.
here.
He's trying to get.
I don't believe he has another target for
He's just trying
Fire
to get
Hand
the face.
if Ice Hand gets destroyed through its effect.
Yeah, which traps he runs, I don't know that he's going to fall for that as a bluff.
Yeah, if you come to a YCS and you've sort of seen this so far, you would assume you're playing some weird kind of anti-matter deck.
Yeah, somebody actually brought the Hands, Artifacts, and Trap Tricks deck to this tournament.
Oh, really?
Yes, but he was unsuccessful in making it to day 2. Let me see if I can find who that is while Shinsuke takes a look through his graveyard. Shinsuke takes another look in there. He's already played his Soul Charge, so there's no mass revival left. I just passed by York's Harpy deck again, and it's still awesome.
Well, fair play to the guy for
Yeah,
coming this way and saying, yeah, this is the deck.
that's so cool. Shinsuke sets a monster face down and passes over to Galileo.
He also puts a spell trap down, which is a viable target for Ice Hand should it end up getting destroyed.
I think he's trying to see if Galileo has another Royal Decree. That might not even be a trap.
Might be another mystical.
It could be another Mystical Space Typhoon. Ah, it was Jack Seth Look
From Australia.
from Australia, I believe. Possibly New Zealand. No, he's Australia. So he brought Hands, Artifacts, and Trap Tricks. Didn't get to see it on stream, but it's an interesting choice. He even played Caduceus, which was one of Shinsuke's big cards from last year.
I really want to see what Galileo can do here. 2 set, I don't think he can do anything with Ritual Summoning. He doesn't have anything in the grave.
Galileo carefully considering his plays here before flipping.
Yeah, I would too.
Royal
Okay,
Decree.
Royal Decree.
So he had 2 Royal Decrees. Shinsuke is getting a lot more monsters than previous opponents did. So it seems that the decrees aren't doing quite as much damage as they possibly could.
Preparation
of
of
Rites
Rites.
next.
Gonna finally see the first
He will forego the second
Yep.
effect of Preparation.
Fortunately for Galileo, he's not going to get the full power of Preparation of Rites out.
But he
He
needs
won't be
to
able
get a
get
Ritual
spell
Monster.
back from the graveyard.
I assume he has
But
Kaleidoscope.
He has access to essentially every Necros monster because he can get the 1 Necros of Brionac.
Yeah, in this situation where your deck hasn't got started and you're already sort of progressing into the mid stages of the game, you can't worry about any like true pickups that you could have gone.
He's going to grab Unicorn. And he's going to ditch Clausolus.
So we are going to see Clausolus being discarded.
Grabs Unicorn, discards Clausolus.
He's probably going to grab
And this
that
is really where the
Kaleidoscope.
hands are extremely valuable because they muck up the field in addition to clearing out your opponent's cards.
He's going to go Kaleidoscope, probably ditch Herald, and then Special Summon
Kaleidoscope
Unicorn.
is the choice, and he activates it and sends
And
Herald
they're
to
probably,
Arclight
and he's
to
probably going to
graveyard.
XZ into
Unicorn
something.
hits the field, and now Arclight's effect activates as well for another search. With Thunder King gone, Galileo's hand is way better. He goes and gets Necros of Brionac and discards that as well
Galileo has his plays open. He can easily take
to
this.
get Necros of Trishula. I believe he does not have anything else in hand. Is that everything? Unless he got something else hidden back there that we don't see.
One of them's Clausolus. He got preparation right for the turn. So he's all in. Well, almost all in. He has a Trishula in hand.
Unicorn is really instrumental here because one of Shinsuke's best outs to something.
And he has the
split
set
mirror.
Necros
He's got
mirror,
Causeless
and
Hand
that
putting
just
that
kind of
in the
messed up
graveyard. That
my
means
speaker a
that
little bit.
Trishula is here right now.
Also equal, I believe.
Okay, I don't know if you guys heard me a little bit, but whenever that guy was talking, my screen, or my speaker kind of popped a little bit. But that was huge. Wow, a set mirror? What is this guy doing? That mirror could have easily been MST'd. But he has the place going now. Galileo has opened it up.
I don't know that Shinsuke has any spells that'll stop anything. In fact, he doesn't. There's no Book of Moon even. So the monster is definitely a choice.
He can easily swing
Galileo
for
takes
game
it.
right here.
It's the honest. There's actually just nothing Shinsuke can do.
Yes, there is nothing he could do. I think Galileo has this in the bag.
Nice hand attacks, Unicorn attacks, Trishula
That is
attacks,
game.
and
Wow,
takes
Galileo.
game one.
Shinsuke hitting work for it, but Galileo definitely fighting back from hitting none of his necklace strategies, going through that.
That first turn Thunder King though was definitely in Hiyama's favor. But once he had the Fire and Ice Hand engine going for Galileo,
Yes,
it
the
was going to be
power-
hard
the
to come
hands
back
were
from that.
instrumental in all this. Without those, he wouldn't have even been able to play this game, let alone win it.
Had he just played the flat traditional necklace strategy right there, that would have been it. He would have never gotten a foot in the door. But this way, by playing it this way, and things like
That was a
goes over
great
snow
game,
running,
great opening game. I think Galileo may,
I actually really like that.
if he has a light imprisoning mirror, he may side that in. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if he has Denko in his side deck.
That's a very neat deck concept. Alright, so. on
But the
Galileo's
Royal
side,
Decrees
he
are going to
has,
hurt Hiyama
Denko
big
Sekka,
time.
who's obviously extremely good in this matchup.
Yep.
And Effect Veil, also very good here. Dark Hole, perhaps. Forbidden Chalice, perhaps, if he feels that he needs a whole lot of monster effect negation, but I think the Veilers are more of a priority there.
Yeah, he interestingly chose to take 3 Forbidden Chalice and 2 Effect Veil. That's a huge amount of negation.
It's a lot of negation, yeah.
Which deck is he priming that for? Either Sultana Knight or Rituals, right?
Well, that's the thing. Ritual Beast's monster effect negation isn't super great against them.
A bit subpar.
Yeah, because if you, let's say you even, your best case scenario really is they go Elder, Canahawk, and you negate the Canahawk so they at least can't banish something else. Because you can't really do anything to Ulti Canahawk. If they summon Ulti Canahawk and activate its first effect, even if you try to negate it with something like an Effect Veiler or Forbidden Chalice, they can just chain and banish that monster as a cost to use its summoning effect. So that's why you would think there would be a switch from monster effect negation to monster removal. But
Everybody's saying
if you're
Rip
worried
Royal
that
Decree.
there
It's
might
gonna
be a
get
lot of
banned in
decks that
chat.
sneak in.
Oh
because
man,
they
I
use a
don't
lot of
know.
monster effects
I
and
really
try to
don't
take
know about
advantage of
Royal
that
Decree.
trend, then you're going to want to have some kind of monster effect negation in your side deck. But what if you're wrong? If you're playing nothing but effect failures and breakthrough skills and the like, and you're wrong in your call, those cards aren't going to be very useful to you. Forbidden Chalice, at absolute worst, is an attack buff that you can play from your hand during your own turn, even during the damage step. That's why I think it's a really good call.
Very, very powerful damage step. BFPs
I mean,
damage step there.
all in all, we could probably all agree here. The good traps to run in
It's got a thickness
Necros are Royal Decree and probably Solemn Scolding and basic traps.
I guess this would be the deck that you would go to.
This is Clifford's.
And with the amount of deck thinning that Galileo
Actually, like,
can
the
do
way he's got all this stuff.
with Necros is something else. Okay, I think they're all agreeing that he has 15 cards in his side deck. There's not going to be any funky business going on here.
Imperial Iron Wall. So the biggest challenge Shinsuke is going to face is that a lot of his side deck cards are traps. Imperial Iron Wall, Fairy Wind, not useful here. But he's also got a Fire Hand and Ice Hand of his own, which could theoretically help because Galileo's he's actually, unlike most Necron's decks, going to have a trap on the field a lot of the time, and it's Royal Decree. So it's actually double good here. He's playing the same 3-2 split that Galileo does, just in side deck where you normally think you'd find hands. He's also got 3 Ghost Ogres of his own in his side deck. but I don't think they do him as much good as they do Galileo. Though Galileo does have access to Ptolemaeus and other things of his own, so we'll see if Shinsuke finds that particularly valuable. Artifact Lancia. He also has one copy of that. I would definitely expect that in. That is a very traditional card to put in against Necros. But that's about it. I think the maybe hands and the walls and Lancia are the best you're going to get if you're Shinsuke Hiyama.
We'll see how post-siding goes. I believe the turn order is going to be Shinsuke will probably force Galileo to go first to start with
Start with fewer cards, less chances to get Decree.
yeah, I mean, making Necros go first, it puts them in most Necros decks sort of have that awkward start where they don't really have a good play where they can do something important. Galeo's actually can.
Okay, now judges are gonna split the deck.
Yes, because he's got the hands main decked.
Well, as it came up earlier, we don't actually have a way of contacting the judges from this room. We're actually in a different building to make sure we can talk about the match without interfering with the players. So if we see something, or we may say it, we are unfortunately unable to interact with the game. Just here for your entertainment and to gas.
Shinsuke Hiyama. Everybody is sided up. They are ready to go. And it appears that he has indeed forced Galileo to go first. Galileo does nothing. And Shinsuke Hiyama gets to his 6th card without consequence. So interesting thing, last time around, when Shinsuke Hiyama was forced to go first in game 2 of the finals, actually no, I believe he chose to go first because he was playing against Eternity. He set 1 card, and that was the last card he played for the entire tournament, so he was defeated on his opponent's first turn.
Almost got 3,000 people watching
This
this, man.
Space Typhoon, 8,000.
That's crazy. Just draw pass. I mean, drawing your opening hand and passing. The last time I saw people comfortably doing that was back when people were playing boards instead of darkness. Not made an appearance in this tournament.
Galileo can absolutely do this safely because Tether Knights, as they're being played here, are a very heavy trap deck. They aren't playing the aggressive route with lots of special summoning. There is absolutely no danger to Galileo of being wiped out in one shot.
Shinsuke has no talent.
Galileo can kind of let up a little bit in this game too, but if he does, he needs to make sure he does it correctly. If you guys know what I'm saying.
Galileo again passes.
I mean, of course, he should try to win in any way or form he could, but I think Hayama is gonna force himself to do certain plays that in a game 1 you really wouldn't do.
Start discarding unless he
But
plays something.
I'm willing to see what happens here. If Hayama
Unless he
can
just wants to
pull off some
discard
great
something.
plays with his
I don't know that
Satellar's,
Galileo's hand is as bad as he's before.
then
I think he might be trying to trick Shinsuke into doing something.
I believe
silly
Hayama
and
could take this.
ravaged by hands.
But yet again, if Galileo can pull off some big
Galileo
plays
took
like how he
one
did in
face
the
down.
first game in his last turn, then I think Galileo is going to be our world champion.
And Shinsuke is taking his time thinking before summoning.
Okay, he's
his
going to
Storm
go
Knight
Vega. He's going to special summon.
Vega no effects.
No special summon.
Shinsuke only has 1 monster. At least 1 monster he's willing to commit. So the thing with Vega is that the hand can't be crashed into. It's smaller than Ice Hand.
Hello, just Arky's going for the Skybridge.
He is playing some number of Sky Bridges. I think 3. Yeah, the full 3 Sky Bridges.
There only some metallic ones in this situation, so he activates.
Wow, that's a very interesting play, or main rather, with the Sky Bridge.
Is that?
Most likely, then some do, or do you think he goes straight for the Dino here?
If he has a call or something down, then I would go with the Unicoli. I think what Shinsuke is going to try to do is just pile on a ton of damage right now, and then wall up in defense with that Ptolemaeus again. So as long as the monster summoned from this is faceable on the field, only Tellarknights can be special summoned. And the way this works is you summon, and if you do, shuffle the target monster back into the deck.
Okay, he's gonna special summon Deneb in defense,
Okay, so
and he's
that's
gonna
his
grab
turn.
the Unakulai
He
for
thinks-
his
he
next
also
turn,
thinks
most
Galileo
likely.
has hands in his hand.
Sure, and he doesn't want to get crashed.
Right.
And yeah, that guy in chat right here, I'm pretty sure you guys can see that. He makes a very good point. Skybridge is being played because Rhoda is at 1 in this tournament.
Also, as long as he has that.
In the TCG, you would never see people playing 3 Skybridge, but
it's
why
two more
not
cards.
if Rhoda's going to be at 1? So you need to
Those
kind
two
of
on
fill
the
out the
left
deck
are
in a
ones
way.
that we just
I
set.
think that's something that Chase could
Galileo.
have played in
He's up.
his semifinal
thanks for
round. He
flying
should have had
cards.
it sided
Face down.
in his side deck at least. Because if Rhoda's at 1, and if you're going to really rely on a lot of traps, you need to find a way to go up against Royal Decree, which is what Chase lost to against Galileo. And I don't think Galileo can do anything. I think Galileo's getting dead draws. So whenever I said that Galileo should have let up a little bit, I don't think he should now, especially with him only setting 3 cards now, or only has 3 cards set, and I want to assume that one of those is going to be a Royal Decree.
It seems like that might be all he does.
So yeah, of course, as I said earlier, he's going to normal the Unakulai, activate the effect. He's going to ditch a Satellar. I believe that once Satellar he'll ditch will. I believe he'll be Altair.
Something
If not Deneb.
Decree chain torrential.
Yeah, that could be an option. It's very likely that there's a time when Alpha chooses.
I don't think you get 5 cards face down like that unless you have it.
Yeah. Most likely. Okay, could have hit some of this.
Oh, the Iron Walls?
Yeah. Let's get a second in there.
He's going to toss Vega. Wow.
Well, in the first game, he had the Necros monsters. He just couldn't use
I
them.
think he has Altair in hand. If he's tossing Vega.
Vega is sent to the graveyard.
If he has Altair in hand and he normal summons that, and he also has his second Deneb in hand, and he gains the effect of Vega, that's huge. He'll have a full field.
And
If
now
he has,
he's still on the offensive. Deneb
If he's running
successfully
number
knocks out
86,
53.
he can shut out his opponent,
Unakulai
and
would
Galileo
come at
would
55.
take the L.
And now Shinsuke has an opportunity to maybe finish things off if he's got like Call of the Haunted and a monster in hand.
Yeah, playing 400 plus whatever's in his hand, potentially casual books.
If Hiyama could pull that off, I will
There's
go
the call.
nuts. Oh
Targets
man.
Vega. Does Galileo have the decree?
That's use it now.
Better use it now.
Doesn't start.
He does not. He checks the number of cards in his hand.
Mystical space.
Flips
MST.
Mystical Space Defend on call. Good enough.
Ooh.
Okay.
Is he gonna go Nova Alpha?
Projecting.
I don't. I think you save it for decree. I personally think Galileo also has decree.
Yeah, I think the announcers are right on that. I would save the Nova Alpha for.
He flips Oasis. That'll bring Vega back in defense, so he would still be able to summon back a monster from his hand this way.
And I bet that's
he does. For
Unakulai.
This
Torrential
time it's
Tribute.
torrential.
Damn.
That's where you go with Alpha.
Yeah, now you have to alpha it.
There you go.
He sends Deneb, draw a card. Off goes to the graveyard, and we're still in the battle phase.
Okay, yeah, he's gonna gain the effect of Unikulai, unless if that Unic activated
1800
already.
more, puts Galileo down to 1700.
Okay, he's just gonna attack.
And now I don't think the decree helps. Even if he does have it. Because that's 3 level 4 Tower Knights.
Face up Oasis.
I don't know if Galileo just got a bad hand or not, but he needs to figure. He needs to figure out a way to get out of
This
this.
could get stuck in a bit of a loop where Galileo has to keep setting the decree, but then can't use it. All 3 monsters are combined for Tellarknight
He's gonna go Tribber.
Triber. Ghost Ogre and Snow Rabbit could destroy it, but I don't know that that's the best plan. Ah,
Book of Moon. Nice.
Okay, let's move
Activate it to flip it face down.
in his hand.
Book of Moon. Interesting. Yeah, I think Galileo played that exactly right.
I believe he did. Yes. And he needs to come up with
Everything
something.
else is back set for Yama though, and Galileo still has a very tough road ahead.
Well, this card doesn't go on rules, so I'm not going to see it for sure.
This Galileo's got another mystical space there.
Could be, but yeah, it's like 3 cards in hand, so you have to have a ritual spell, a truth spell, and a way to. Well, and a mystical space. Oh, and a way to actually summon.
Can Galileo do anything?
Galileo deep in thought, as he considers the face-down Triber with 3 set stellar traps. You have to send a face-up Tellarknight to the graveyard for Stellar Nova Alpha, so even if there is another one there, it's not live unless the Oasis gets flipped, which was just brought back to hand. Shinsuke has not flipped the Oasis.
Which kind of sends a message that he doesn't have it. Or he's trying to say that we behind from the email.
Because all 3 cards are still beneath Triber.
Kaleidoscope.
Kaleidoscope is activated. It says, okay. Shinsuke says, okay. And Flame Ghost is sent to the graveyard for Necros of Clausulus in defense position.
That's
23
probably his only
defense.
good play he could do.
Big enough to wall off Triber. Now, even if he did flip the Oasis, he just like there's another command in the graveyard, so he can still get plenty of mileage out of it.
Danko
Almost summoned
Seka.
Danko Seka.
Dang.
Wow.
I'll walk everything
Those
down.
traps are done for.
Get through that really big defense force.
Galileo put himself in a great position now. Despite the fact he's
I wonder if
down
he misunderstands how
6,300
Clausulus
life
works.
points.
So flipping that thing,
He has
flipping the
something
trap
going
face
here.
down sets it to no longer having been special summoned from the extra deck. So Clausulus' effect is currently powerless against it.
Which means he's going to lose whatever's left in his hand. And his focus on that.
Question is, do either play this? It actually came up in the Dragon Duel finals at the North American WCQ, and neither duelist noticed it then. The reason this comes up most of the time is, say, Book of Moon is changed Shadow Fusion.
Yeah, that's one that we've seen in the past.
That is generally when this interaction comes up. Flips up Triber.
And Galileo's hand.
Activates the effect.
I see 2 cards in Galileo's hand right now.
And Galileo appears to be discussing something with the table judge. He's not currently engaged with his cards. So there is a discussion happening right now. Triber has been activated.
I think they may be discussing about the effect of
And now
Solus.
Galileo picks his hand back up. and activates Effect Veiler.
He's gonna Veiler it? Can he? Is that really needed?
He's also gonna lose the Denko sucker.
Like here, let me ask chat. Doesn't the Solace affect?
He's getting. He needs to remember he cannot flip any of those.
Yep. And I was very impressed.
He's thinking about. If he activates Honest, I think that's the end.
If he has,
Do they done goof?
Score to begin with, and Honest ends the game.
Suzuki, even in the act 1-1, we are going to the final game of the 2015 World Championships. It's very interesting.
Oh wow.
That one.
Let me look that up because I'm pretty sure Solace. Okay. During either player's turn, you can target one face-up card that was special summon from the extra deck. Until the end of this turn, that target's attack becomes 0. Also, that target's effects are negated. Did he not activate the effect of Solace? Because it's once per turn during either player's turn. And unless if the Honest took care of that, then I don't even know the effect of Trigger. I mean, I am a scrub, as I've always told you guys. Isn't it's a teller?
Gallo definitely seems to be satisfied
sure.
with his choices. He says,
I don't even freaking know,
go.
man.
Hurry up, no.
Okay. During the turn you exceed summon this card, you cannot special summon monsters except Teller Knight monsters. This card is exceed summon, return all your cards on the field to the hand. Once per turn you can detach one exceed card from the series. Send one random card from your opponent's hand to the graveyard. This card with exceed material sent to the graveyard. Target one Teller Knight monster in your graveyard, summon it. I don't believe whenever Hiyama detached, I don't believe Galileo sent a card to the graveyard from his hand. I believe Galileo just completely forgot about Colossus, his second effect. Because even I know what Honest does, and Honest would just make a.
It was unsuccessful there.
It would just make a.
Better time at it this time.
Oh man, it would just make Trevor gain attack.
Because you could just see how Yugioh slamming his monsters across the table.
I really think they done goofed, guys. I really think Galileo done goofed.
Playing his hero, of course,
Like, you can't really hear it.
Yeah, the mind games don't work if the other guy's not paying attention.
Yeah. The other guy's like, he doesn't care. He knows what he's going for.
Nope, tomato, kinetic.
I don't even know if I spelled Colossus right.
And now Shinsuke is ready and shuffling.
It's just a bunch of freaking nice.
This is the division's final. This is the
Final game,
Final match.
finals.
yeah.
Well, guys, this is down to the wire, and Galileo needs to do something.
Everything you've played.
I personally think he done goofed. I mean, I think he fucked himself up.
I'll tell you what, there's absolutely no way that Shinsuke decided to read cards. There's no way. Absolutely.
Look at what options he had. Realize there's no way he's playing the winning game yet. I think I don't know if he's trying to influence the match there, because Galileo, he's not changed his mind by saying he didn't pick up his deck at any point. With his deck, he was ready to go, regardless of what decision Shinsuke was going to make.
That's probably why you see so much extra shuffling going on. Nobody wants to have any regrets after this one.
If I'm losing this match, I want to be 100% sure that it was fair and square.
And I really think that the judges are just refusing to remember that. Because Trevor is obviously an extra deck card. You can't put freaking Xyz monsters in your main deck.
2 separate sets of arms.
Not too bad.
I think,
And Galileo says you go first.
I really think Galileo fucked himself up there.
So it's not really
He just totally forgot about it. And that could probably kill him. But yet again, these judges are... Yeah, judges missed out on that Cleafort stealth effect.
Vega. Just Vega.
Some. Okay, it's just trying to see if there's a response.
Oh, see if that's effective. Okay. Vega into Deneb. Deneb. So activating. This one gets Veilered.
This looks oh, Skybridge.
Skybridge in the
Gosh,
chain.
effect
Oh,
maker.
Wow.
That is
that
so
could be nasty.
That is so good to force Galileo to give up that effect negation for nothing.
Yeah, so he could get the Unicoli, send the Deneb back, but also send the Deneb to the graveyard, but also add an Altair with Deneb.
Hiyama just put
And
himself
still
in
gonna
the
get right
best
forward
position.
and go for
If Hiyama takes this home, man, that's gonna be something
Unicoli is
else.
summoned in defense position. Still wary of those hands.
I think it's nice. It's like look to
The Ptolemaios.
the Ptolemaios. Yes.
You know, even if you are going to commit to it later, you don't want to just flat out show that that's what you're going to do.
Well, I live in the pulse for attack for everything.
Right. So, the bigger one in defense, the smaller one in attack. Making sure that you're always playing around the cards you know that are in your opponent's deck, even if you don't necessarily need to.
Yeah, I guess the main thing there is to sort of things.
He's probably gonna Xyz into Ptolemaeus. I believe that is Ptolemaeus.
Ptolemaios is summoned, 2 card set, goes to the end phase and activates, and this time it is
Are you gonna put
go
Delteros or
It's
Trigger?
one of the copies of Triber. I believe Shinsuke has 2. 2 Triber, 2 Ptolemaios.
No Delteros? That's kind of
Galileo's up, drawing to 5 instead of 6.
Alright, Galileo, you gotta do something here, man.
Starts with Send You of 1,000.
Okay. He may grab Unicorn or Bryanak depending on his hand. Ban Ptolemaeus.
Yep.
Ptolemaeus is absolutely ridiculous. You can put that card in any deck.
It's a quick check of Ptolemaeus. It's got Pleiades. He's actually also in Constellate Company in the 7
Okay.
as well. So he's really heavy into the Ptolemaeus here.
Yeah, it seems to have been the most popular Talonite team
Mhm.
this tournament.
It's a popular Trembling Necros play in this tournament too, as we've seen numerous times.
Yeah, and that's something quite interesting. We didn't see a lot of that at the WCG in Dublin.
Hmm.
I guess we played North American WCG. But
We didn't. We saw almost nobody
this
actually play their Ptolemaeus, but they all played it.
they all knew it was
Extra
good
deck, yeah.
playing, but they didn't know how to use it. This seems to have been like the centerpiece of many turn ones that we've seen in Scotland. I wonder how the results of this tournament affect people using this card if they start seeing this a lot more. I mean, it's so powerful being able to go from rank 4 to rank any rank 5.
Presumably not all, since this is a very specialized format specifically for these top
We need more
players.
popular Yugi
One thing you
tubers.
see
Well,
here might not
where's
apply to
Jobber
everything.
and
But
Cole,
some of them you can take
Cynthia
that
Luck,
way.
and Cybernite?
Ditch the chain and Necros.
What are you
A
talking
lot of-
about? Well,
lot of
okay.
lessons you can take here. But the actual value of
I
each
think
card,
anyone who's really
how
close to
useful each
Yugi
one is in
tubing
each
is really M.
situation.
Cole. Jobber is
Consistent
simply in
across.
Cyberknight open packs.
Yeah,
But yet again, I do too. I mean, but I also do some Yugi tube
Like
stuff.
you would never leave this out on turn 1 against Devils.
Oh, that makes that turn one fusion pretty good.
Right. So you have that, and if you have Elshaw fusion, it doesn't matter if they. Obviously, you're just gonna get that one too. I got Senju. Got
Wild.
checks his hand here.
Resolve this circuit.
It's an awful long time.
Wondering if I have some sort of communication with Judge that.
It's possible. He's still searching for that Senju. Oh, I see. There was an extra deck card shuffled back into the main deck. If you recall, the Flame Ghost
Yes.
from the first game sent for Necron's
Ooh, wow.
Kaleidoscope last time around.
Yeah.
See, Galileo's done goofing, guys. I'm right.
Card back in your-
Put an extra deck
Yep.
card in the main deck.
Put it back in your extra deck. I actually don't know if it's a penalty if you find it during a search. I know it is if you draw an extra deck monster, you take a warning, put it back, draw another card. I don't think I've actually seen a case where you find it during a search.
I imagine that's what situations require.
Remember, guys, it's always important to check your side deck and your extra deck
But
before
definitely
every
not.
game, man.
It's a
Before every
so
game.
long you use Caution. Caution is a penalty that doesn't really exist outside of this event, but it's kind of a half warning.
It's mostly to compensate for the huge amount of language barriers.
Yeah, there's a lot of things that can just happen because you don't speak the same language as your opponent. So you need a lighter penalty
Yeah,
just to keep track.
Even the mannerisms of the players are different. For example, you see all hovering their card before they put them on the table, so you know when the
Game lost.
Yes. Strap hold.
Nah, it ain't that bad, though. It's not like it's irreparable gain state.
Actually, I think everybody should do
Yeah, I really like that.
that thing. Zed, actually, we were discussing this in the meeting.
He's cheating. Who's
for
cheating?
Players. And everybody just kind of
There's
decided,
two guys,
"Okay,
don't
this
be
is
so
the way
vague."
We're going to do it to make absolutely certain that everybody knows. So yeah, if you want to take something back to
Judge
your
kill.
YCSs and the like, that's a good thing.
Oh my god, everybody's going crazy about that.
Just communicate.
It's in the same sleeve, yeah.
in general.
That's the one thing I find
Yeah,
questionable.
I mean, that's just useful in Europe,
Um,
when you've got so many different
Personally, what I do with my extra deck cards to make sure I don't accidentally shuffle them into
you just need to have those extra steps.
my main deck or get them mixed up is I have them in a different color sleeve. I really think Konami should change that rule, or even tournaments should change that rule where all cards have to be in the same sleeves. I personally believe that they should be in separate sleeves from your main deck, side deck cards, and then your extra deck cards. And of course, you can put in your side deck extra deck cards as well. I've done that before. And holy crap, I just realized 5,000 people care about Yu-Gi-Oh. But about sleeves, I personally think that would be better. Just to create less confusion. It just needs to happen personally. And I don't know why Galileo's taking so long here. Okay. Okay, so he added the Unicorn. He's gonna ditch Colossalus. Gonna grab that Kaleidoscope, of course.
So we are going to be seeing the Necros
And he's probably going to go ahead and activate the Kaleidoscope, ditch the Herald, special summon Unicorn as always, overlay into something or
Interesting to see if Shinsuke
whatever to get over that
responds
Ptolemaeus.
to Lightning. Unicorn is very good against Ptolemaeus here. To negate the effect as it is from the extra deck.
And I believe he will chain Ptolemaeus by detaching 3 because Ptolemaeus can only be activated as a once per chain card. Very similar to Exotone.
Looks like Scope is going to go through Herald Ascent. And Necron's Unicorn Summon. So still no actual danger to the Ptolemaeus. It's just not super useful right now, other than as a big wall. Galileo gets another search. Correct.
Okay, he's going to ditch Bryanak.
Starts that as well for another search. This time he gets the Shura.
He's going to get the Shrit. These announcers can say the names of the cards however they want, but let me tell you,
Not entirely certain how many cards he has.
I speak American.
Probably a lot. I don't think any of these plays have been out of
And if these guys started at exactly 4 o'clock over there, they have 10 minutes. If they're hoping that games can take 1 hour. And he's going to special summon Bryanak. Is he going to use that effect of Bryanak to put a...
If he has the mirror too, that's just...
He might be.
That's just
This
madness.
might be a repeat of last year, where it's just a one-turn kill.
He's got the
and
Trishula.
knocks Shinsuke activates one of them.
Does he have mirror?
Everybody's saying Galileo won. I think he did. He's about to win. He has Bryanak on board. Bryanak can put Trevor back into the extra deck.
So it's sat here like leaning forward, closer and closer. To
Yeah, if you're not on the edge of your seat, you're missing out. That's the best seat in the house.
Effect being used.
Activates Bryanak.
Yes.
Oh, he's got a Imperial Iron Wolf face down.
Ooh.
Nova Alpha. Dang.
That'll take out Bryanak and draw him a card. And Imperial
That's
Iron
okay.
Wall,
He can
that's
still Necro's Mirror.
That's gonna
Oh my god, I'm starting to say it just like
That's like
them now.
mirror entirely.
Necro's Mirror.
Or at least force Galileo. a poor
If he
play.
has Necro's Mirror in hand, he can go ahead and special summon Trishula. And he probably should start banishing.
So, Tellarknight Ptolemaeus is in the graveyard, but it has done its duty and taken Bryanak back down with it. Courtesy of Stellar Nova Alpha.
2 cards in hand. Goes for the attacks. He's not going to go for the Trish play.
The cool thing with Stellar Nova Alpha, you have your supernova, everything explodes, but the new dust, everything you send out from that can create a new stopper. So it negates something, draw something.
More lessons. Do you go for the rifle play here, or do you leave your Unicorn out?
I think you leave the Unicorn out. Because that'll stop Shinsuke's rank 4 plays from doing anything useful.
He's gonna set 1.
Galileo sets a card. Shinsuke's up.
Okay, perhaps it wasn't away from there if you hadn't said that. I'm always certain it was a stopper.
Altair.
Altair.
Summoned. Bring it back. Deneb.
Deneb.
Sorry, is that Forbidden Chalice? Yes, it is.
Forbidden Chalice. Wow.
Altair goes up to 21.
That's an ultimate rare chalice, too. That's nice.
And there's no Skybridge this time. Tax Manju.
I don't know if that was in Galileo's side or main, but whatever the case, that was a good play.
That's 2 more to the back row.
He does add 2 more. What does he have in the way of attack stopping? Well, Fiendish Chain. He's got Ring of Destruction that could take out the Unicorn, but also leave him at a very precarious 2,000 life points.
We do know that Galio has a Necklace of Patricia, I think, and that's one and then 5. So his sequence of plays are pretty limited.
Attacks.
Goes through. 600 damage.
So Hiyama is already down
What for Shinsuke
past
back
half
in
of his
the
life
That's
points.
the thing. This unicorn.
Going to be, I believe, 3,700.
Unicorn, not
Yes.
going to be enough unless Shinsuke misses this turn and doesn't draw anything.
Necro's Mirror. Here we go.
Hold on.
Says stop. I've got Imperial Iron Wall.
Oh, dang.
And now Galio is forced to reveal his hand to see if he can summon or not. So can't banish from graveyard. Has to summon if possible. Clauseless and Trishula. Nope, none of that makes 9 or 3. And at the end phase, Shinsuke has the
He now has perfect information to go through this.
Do you want to ditch Colossalus, grab a Kaleidoscope if you can, and then try something?
Now he can draw the Trishula out if he's got a targeting card, a Fiendish Chain, something like that. And this is all happening on Galileo's end phase. So he'll get the card he's searching out of his deck, and then he'll get a draw card that definitely won't be the one that he searched. That's Rigel. That's one reason why you put Rigel in your deck, because it can overpower Necros of Unicorn.
Wow.
First time we've seen Rigel put in any work this weekend.
First time I think I've ever seen Rigel play anywhere, if I'm honest. But if it's going to be on the World Championship stage, then
Yeah, I mean,
that's pretty good.
Euros show up late, I guess. Game 3 of the finals.
Last time I saw Trifortrops being used in the top 4 match of Vegas.
Yes,
Years ago.
that was great.
I sat there, I was like, yes!
Alright, he draws and picks up the Rigel. He's going to be able to get a ton of damage through here.
He's got perfect information. Galio's a sitting duck.
Rigel targets itself, 2,400 attack.
You gotta swing for 100
turns
damage.
vertically. And first, Rigel 24 attack attacks in Unicorn. Galileo asks for the translation of Rigel, which I don't blame him for because that is not a card you really see
Yep.
in Tellarknight decks anywhere.
It's probably like, are you sure that's just not enough with wrong arm?
Checks it out on the official card database. It is at 2,400. That's 100 plus 17 plus 15, 3,300 total. And Galileo is down to 4,000, and now we're getting close to TV show rules.
Yeah. We're going to see a free material XC,
That'll almost certainly be Triber.
and that's going to take one of the 2 cards away from Galio. What can Galio draw to get him out of this situation?
Yeah, this
I don't know about you guys, but this is kind of intense. I'm not gonna lie.
Facing the end of this tournament, his options are down. The Imperial Iron Wall is going to be reset, so he's still not out of that.
If he could get a Mystical Space Typhoon, and
Clauselus being a discarded card, so that's huge.
yeah, he'd have to get a Typhoon, hit that Iron Wall, get a mirror, and then banish Schubert from the mirror to get Trishula.
And Shinsuke has
But
no
Shinsuke
cards.
has no cards in hand, does he?
No, so he'd have to just then beat over it. I think.
Yeah, well, he can't even play the mirror if that's the case. Oh no, yeah, Mystical Space Typhoon, yeah, he'd be able to play the mirror. That's rough.
This could be it for Galio. He's found out his graveyard. We know he doesn't have a unicorn. He can't access any of his mirrors.
Preparation of Rites, that'd be pretty good.
Preparations of Rites would be a good time. to
Preparation
pull
of
back
Rites would be a great top
down
tech.
to- Okay, it's Manju.
Manju.
Manju gets warning. Shinsuke down to 1,700.
Ooh.
But Shinsuke has no way to press any damage through.
Yes,
And
he
in
does.
the end,
That's
or rather,
that's
Galileo has no way to press any damage through. But Shinsuke does.
That's it.
21 and 15 is not enough.
Shinsuke is the world champion. He knows what that last card is in the hand. He's
He's got to search for it again, I guess.
He's got way more attack points than Galileo has life points. Galileo
Okay, well the announcers are already calling it,
Short here.
but
This
anything
is gonna be
can
like a
happen.
fastest shuffle.
Heart of the cards, guys.
Heart racing with Shinsuke.
I've watched enough Shinsuke's game to know that nothing goes particularly fast. He's always very methodical in everything he does, shuffling included.
There it is.
Whoa,
World
wow.
champion, 2015.
That's it.
Shinsuke.
Everything goes to attack position. Everything swings in, and Galileo Deobaldi is defeated in the finals. He is now the only player in Yu-Gi-Oh history to come in first, second, and third at the World Championship.
Wow.
Yugioh, he's going to be going to his third consecutive
Third consecutive World Championship.
And that's like the first as well.
After coming in second
Well,
last year,
props to Hiyama,
which must have
man.
been absolutely devastating, especially the way that it happened at the hands of the Infernity OGK deck, to come back this year, be invited back this year, and win and become the world champion.
Galileo
was,
really
massive
had me on the edge of my seat. I really thought he had the
All this
plays.
year, we'd like to congratulate all of our players
Yeah.
for this tournament. It was pretty exciting.
Yeah.
All of our Dragon Duels, all of our Old Age duelists, our top 8, and especially
Hold on,
Galileo
just-
and Shinsuke for showing this fantastic finals match. That was a really good match. But in the end, Shinsuke Hiyama of Japan is your 2015.
I just said LMFAO Galactic God. Is he in?
Game World Champion.
Is he watching?
He's Matt Bell. Thank you for watching us, and have a great night.
Enjoy yourself, guys. Take care.
Okay, well, who cares? Anyways, that last game was something else, man. Oh man. But we can all agree now that with Satellar's winning Worlds and Necros coming in second, the next ban list is gonna hit the living hell out of them. Them and Shadal's even. TCG Burning Abyss could get the hit a little bit. Maybe emergency teleports because the Cosmo hype is absolutely insane. I have those 2 Jurigatos and I don't know if I want to sell them or not because Jurigato is a hell of a card. Jesus Christ. Why the hell do those have to be so loud, man? That opening intro for the Japanese, absolutely ridiculous. Okay, anyways, but that was the finals. That concludes Worlds, and you guys can see who I am subscribed to on YouTube. Ain't that great? Anyways. That was a hell of a match by those two. Props to Galileo and Hiyama, man. Those two played like their hair was on fire, man. Overall, great Worlds. So much better compared to some other World Championship finals I've seen. Kind of wish my man Jarrell Winston was in Worlds. I would have loved to see what he would have came out with. Most likely Ritual Beast. I don't think he would pull off Exodia like how he did in 2012. But this finals was something else. The whole tournament, from all the games I saw, especially the semifinals, man, the semifinals were absolutely ridiculous. The fact that Chase kept on drawing into traps while Royal Decree was face up on the field was insane. They need to do something about that, if you ask me. Because even though it is all down to luck and chance, I believe they should do something about that. But yet again, running 17 traps is a little too much, if you ask me. Especially since World Decree is at 3. But I'm not the one making the deck here, so it doesn't matter. But once again, this was an absolutely great tournament. Galileo was man, I really thought he had it. After that first game, he had his plays open up, but then in the third game, Imperial Iron Wall got sided in, and that just took Hiyama to town, man. That was absolutely insane. Um, anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. As always, please subscribe for more Yu-Gi-Oh videos. Um, I do have a Clash Rebellion box coming in the mail soon. I hope it gets here by the end of the week because unfortunately for me, I have school starting up, and I'm not looking forward to that at all. However, I will still be on a weekly schedule at least. I try to do that for you guys. Um, anyways, thank you guys once again, so much for watching. This was the first time I ever did a live commentating on duels like this or games like this in general. I hope you guys were able to hear the announcers. If not, I'm very sorry. This is my first time doing this, and I promise you the next time I do this, it will be much better. I very much promise. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. This is Zeta TCG.